thing. You know, we did our thing back in the day. We settled down now, but we've been seeing shit out here for a long time. We know people who know people who know people. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true.
So this attracting the female thing, this ain't nothing new. We've been seeing dudes who was past people who 30 now. They was past that stage at age 13, 14. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna break this down into its simplest form. 1/1, ABC. If you can't understand this shit, nigga, get a brain transplant. People trying to do all this advanced shit and learn all this advanced game and wondering why they can't attract no females is because you don't have the basics. You don't have the fundamentals down pat. You don't have a foundation. First, ask yourself, how do we experience the world? Period. How do we experience the world? Through sensory perception, right?
Yeah,
The sight, the smell, the sound, the taste, touch, all of that stuff. You see a tree over there, reflectors in your eyes send a message to your brain. That's how you experience the tree. You go up and smell the tree. You got sensory receptors in your nose, right? Same
yeah,
thing, feel, and so on and so on. So, in order to break this all the way down, we're gonna go to our senses. If you're trying to advance, you gotta get the basics. Let's start with looks because that's often the most obvious, right?
yeah,
How attractive someone is, how do they pop out physically? And I'll say the vast majority of people, they fit between that 5 on the scale of 1 to 10 to the 7.5. That's like the vast majority of people. Then you got some people who are unattractive. 8 to 10% of people are very attracted to extremely attractive. Extremely attractive being 1 to 2% of people. So most people, we just got to get it how we live, right?
yeah. You got to find your best attributes and try to enhance it.
I
Something
mean,
we talked
that's
about before, you know.
right. That's all you can do because some people just blessed in the genes department, and if you're more physically attractive, people going to be biased in your favor, right? They're
Yeah,
gonna assume you healthier, you're a little smarter, you're a little more talented, you're a little more honest.
I think physical definitely matters, especially with people as far as they perceive you, because that's the first thing when encountering a person is what you see. So,
Right.
say if you look like you're healthy, you know, you put together and all that, their perception of you is gonna be positive. You feel me? But if you kind of carrying yourself a certain way that society deems like bummish, you feel me? Their perspective of you is gonna be like, man, this man is a bum, or you gonna look at this girl and be like, man, this girl, boy.
Keyword perception because you can be somebody totally different, but people going to give you an energy of who they think you are a lot of times, right? Now, what can we do to enhance our physical appearances, men? I'm not into the real cosmetic thing too much as men, but I will say, uh, just eating good, getting clothes that you're comfortable in, whether they fit good or loose, because it's a lot of type of looks. It's like not one size fits all for like female preference.
That's what I hate out here in society. You know, we try to copy a lot of people, and you got to understand that all the looks are not gonna probably fit you. Like I can't wear skinny jeans. You feel me? And like to me, brighter clothes, like super bright clothes and stuff, that ain't really like my thing. At least to me, but most people, I guess, they try to follow trends and shit, and that sometimes could mess up your appearance and give you a it'll give others a different perspective of you, and you might not even be that way. You just kind of like what you see and you think it'll look good on you, but it
Right, right.
actually don't.
Some women are gonna like the pretty boys. Some women gonna deal with different types, but some like the pretty boys, some like the macho, some like the punk rock star. So it's all different types of people. So it's find your lane and be comfortable in it and know you're not gonna draw everybody, but you're gonna draw somebody if you ride in your lane real good. Um, Also, like I said, we can eat good. We can work out. Just have a nice masculine physique. You know, the athletic build, the slightly muscular build. That's pretty much a universal trait that women like throughout society over the world, like all different cultures. They like a man with like an athletic build. So that's the one thing you can do as a man, tending to your looks. But face symmetry, that's like one of the main universal signs of beauty. It ain't too much you can do unless you have surgery. You know what I'm
Yeah, I was just gonna say that unless you know pay that money for the surgery, which a lot of people are doing now. That's actual like an actual thing now in society where a lot of people are getting surgery. Look at Black China; she getting that little cheek shit removed because that shit looked crazy. You didn't see how she was looking like. I guess she got something to make her, you know, face kind of pop out, have that symmetry, like what you saying, and that shit ain't turn out good. It don't work. Like I was saying, it don't work. Some of these things and trends out here don't work for everybody.
right. It's like you can't just read a book and be like, "Oh, this is the way to," because it might not work for you. It really boils down to confidence and you know.
But like, losing weight and stuff is something you can do. Like
Mm,
what you saying, changing your physique is something you can actually do. It helps with your health. Like it makes you a better person. Feel
right.
me?
One other thing for men appearance is teeth. Now, if it's the one thing I say men could pretty much tend to are their teeth. That's another universal sign of beauty. All cultures like nice teeth. They like straight,
Yeah,
like white teeth. So if you do invest in your teeth, you know that's a sign of health too. So
that
that's
part.
what you can do. Like if you just not good looking, you know, be put together, be well put together, and kind of accentuate these other categories we're gonna get into because hey, if you ain't a master at nothing, be a jack of all trades, right? We're gonna get into smell. Smell, which
Gotta smell good. You gotta have a natural, nice smell, and you gotta pick the man. You can't just go buy no cheap ass cologne. You feel me? Can't
mm,
go buy no cologne from Family Dollar and Walmart, man. You gotta go. Like I think you should invest in a nice smelling cologne, and also wash your ass.
right, and you said a good thing right there. I done heard too many horror stories from women of stinking ass grown men. These ain't teenagers, these grown men
Who don't wash their ass?
taking from every orifice and expecting somebody to lay up with them. That's goddamn crazy. And I know this true because I worked with a guy like that. You know,
Yeah,
he was a gamer, he was big, he was funky. I'm not trying to be facetious. That's just what he was. But he would be flirting with the girls and they would be genuinely disgusted, you know, because he had bad hygiene. His armpits, he smelled like something was coming from his private area all the
but
time.
do you think? Okay, so do you think? Did anyone ever tell him that? Like,
Yes, yes, I told him. I swear to God, I told him, and a couple of the co-workers. I had to take. I was in management, so I had to take the leadership role. I had to break it. I say, look, I put him to the side one day, and I say, look, man, you reek. I say, I'm not trying to be funny, but you reek. I don't like having these type of conversations with people. I say, but whatever going on, if I can help, you know, if you know what's going on, and I was just like, I don't want people here really talking about you like that, and I just broke it down to him. It was just an uncomfortable situation, but I mean, he reached from like a 10-foot radius.
and did he ever try to change anything about it?
I mean, he got a little better once he know everybody was on his ass, you know, talking shit about him. But I just don't know how he didn't smell that ahead of time. It's like,
Yeah, I mean, if you around and you living in your smell, I mean, constantly, you won't know until somebody says something. That's why I asked that. And if he ain't try to change anything, that'll show you the type of person he is.
hey, we got to shower every day.
Yeah.
That's the shower every day, man. And if you work out and eat good, you're gonna have a natural good scent. Like he said, that natural good scent. But you got to put the work in. And if you ain't around here showering, don't expect people. Would you want to lay up under a funky girl? Nobody wants to lay up under you funky. And then it's
You
just like almost disrespectful for you to comfort them for sex, but you repelling them with your scent. Like get cologne.
gotta eat better too, though, dog. You gotta eating is a big thing in that natural smell as well. You just taking a shower might not be it. You know what I'm saying? Because of the toxic shit you eating. So
Right. Right. If you eat well, get your fruits, your vegetables, your nuts, you
water.
water, lots of water.
Because when you drinking a lot of juices, sodas, and stuff, that's what's going. That's what you getting from the sweat. That's the sweat that's gonna
And,
smell.
and do you know that sweat doesn't even stink? It's when it sits on you, the bacteria builds up. But when
Yeah.
you first sweat, it doesn't stink.
Nah. Well, for some people it
For
do.
some people with the bad hygiene, but when you eat good
Their
and work out,
pores, yeah, are letting out that. You know what I'm saying?
right.
if you eating healthy, shit, like you say, your sweat won't stink at all until it, starts to dry up and stuff. If you just working a little 10, 12 hour shift sweating, you know what I'm saying, you might smell a little something, something, because it done dry sweat, you get what I'm saying? But for the most part, if you eat well, you'll smell good. You'll have a nice natural smell, especially for women.
Right, right. And that's pretty much it, man. Take care of your hygiene if you expect somebody to lay down with you, because that's disgusting. And it's a shame that I hear stories about 30, 40, 50-year-old men that
Bro,
don't know basics of hygiene. Don't repel somebody if you're trying to mate with them.
exactly.
Even lizards and
Make
reptiles,
sure your ass is super clean before you go lay down with somebody, man.
even reptiles and lizards, they don't like to smell their own ass. Like, but all right, let's go to sound.
Mm,
Does she like the way your voice sound, the tone, the cadence, the way you talk? Do you sound confident in your speech?
yeah.
Are you nervous or are you confident and cool when you talk to females you want to get acquainted with? You know, they kind of detect that stuff.
Yeah, I think women are very good at that. They'll know off rip if you confident or not. And some women are still okay, I think, with engaging with you if you look good enough. You know what I'm saying? Like we said, if you're taking care of yourself when you walk up to them, but you still come off maybe a little nervous, it still give you a little opportunity because of what they first seen. You feel me?
Right.
First impression was what they seen first, and you look presentable. So
Right,
even
guy.
off a little nervous, you just gotta hold it a little. You know what I'm saying? Don't say nothing crazy or dumb. That's what women just really want. Like, don't come acting stupid and retarded. You know what I'm saying? Just come correct, polite, be a gentleman. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, guys. You know, if you mess up, forget it. It'll be another one. Billions of women.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It's
Still
a lot
know.
of people on this earth.
And in hindsight, every once in a while, you can know you could have said something different, and it's okay. You just next time you get them. You know, that's the type of mentality that have you composed to know that there's always more fish in the sea. You get
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So it ain't all the eggs in this basket, and you gotta chill, let the scenario play out, and
I ain't gonna lie. I used to be. I think younger. It used to be like that. But as I got older, it's like, man, hit or miss.
sometimes they're not gonna mess with you for whatever reason, though. But don't put it all on yourself. Me, I usually blame when I get rejected on external reasons, and I see it as they lost. Shit, maybe she had a bad day. Maybe she just had an outbreak down there. Maybe she hit all men right now, but maybe that's my arrogance. But hey, I'm still confident. You get me?
I mean, ego plays a big part in that. You know what I'm saying? And it don't have to necessarily be a bad thing. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To your advantages.
And guys, this comes with repetition. You know, you get more comfortable the more you engage in conversation and interaction, and it doesn't have to always be about sex. Just engage in conversation and see if you can keep it flowing, and and that's how you build more and
That's
more.
part of the progression, like what I was talking about in the beginning of being like nervous and all that and stuff. Is like, cause I'm young minded, thinking about sex too goddamn much. You know,
Right.
instead of just having a real conversation and seeing where this woman's head at.
We too
Well,
focused on the end result instead of the journey. You know what I'm saying?
for real, for
Real,
real.
real men, and the one thing about voice is women are more attracted, generally, not all the time, because different women like different things, but generally they're attracted to the deeper voices. That's associated with higher testosterone levels at puberty, which is a masculine trait. So that's probably why it's like that. And if you got a pipsqueak voice, it is what it is. Like I say, master these other areas and just
Yeah.
be confident in what you say.
I mean, it'd be some funny voice dudes with plenty of women. So
It's more than one way to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, men tend to be visual while women are multifaceted in attraction. Yeah,
yeah.
if you really stand out in the area, at least. Let's do feel or touch. And we not talking about physical touch at first because you got to get there, right? But how
Mhm.
you make the woman feel on the inside? Do you give her a little bit of excitement, thrill, spontaneity? Are you mentally stimulating, right? Is she sexually attracted to you? Do you make her feel, warm on the inside? So that's what I'm talking about. Feel a touch. How do you touch her insides before you really touch her?
It's like a combination of all the things we just said. You have to have that all combined. Smell good, take care of your hygiene, your
Mm,
physical, your confidence. All that has to be in combination, and they'll get that feel. It's almost like an aura. You know what I'm saying? Emanating from you. You know what I'm
right,
saying? That they're
right,
just pick up instantly. You feel me? And
right.
like, hey, long as you don't go over there and say nothing stupid, you don't have to have like super game, you know what I'm saying, and all that. But just go
I,
over there and be a gentleman. And man, your aura alone, man, gonna snatch them up sometimes.
I'm telling you, like a lot of these people be thinking it's some advanced. Nah, if you well rounded and you confident about yourself, you can kick a girl any type of little bullshit, just having fun. You know what I'm saying? If she already feeling you, I be saying all type of shit. Like we may link on the first date. I'm like, shit, tell me something you like about me, preferably physically. You feel me? They be like, I might ask another one. I'm like, shit, do I intimidate you? They be like, boy, like who you is that? And I know I ain't intimidating nobody, but I'm
Yeah,
just
exactly. No, no, G shit. You gotta do that kind of to break the ice too, to
right,
see if they even will get the humor. Cause some they might feel a certain way just from you saying that, and you already know. All right, I can't talk to her like that. I can't approach her like that. You feel me? And some might take it in and eat that shit up, and then now you know how to maneuver with that shit. You feel me? Like, okay, shit, I'm gonna say this and say that now. Yeah, see how far they go.
right. Yeah, like I said, all of this comes with practice though. So you gotta get comfortable and just talking to women in general and putting yourself out there and sometimes, taking the L. It's sometimes things I said and the woman looked at me like I was boo boo the fool a couple of times. Now that
That really happened to me a lot, and
I
it's
mean
like,
that happened that done happened mostly when I was like early 20s or younger,
and
but
that's what I'm saying. When you're younger and you just going, especially like them college days and stuff, and you just, you might talk to one, she turn you down, and you turn around and try to talk to her friend. You feel
right,
me?
like
What you
fuck,
think? You feel me? You just going at it, but you might get turned down a lot. And I used to hate that shit at one point, but then I just found out how to better communicate. I peep game off of just the first few words. If I see you're not interested, I'm gonna leave you alone. And then sometimes you might even approach me back because you felt a certain way and want to really have a conversation, which has happened before. You feel?
right,
I tried to talk to someone, then they kind of felt like they wasn't feeling me, so I left it alone. And next thing you know, they circled back and want to talk now. You feel me? So
right. I mean, it is what it is. And the last area we're gonna get into is taste. Now, of course, we're not talking about literal taste. Although I met a couple of women who are into how men's semen taste. You feel me? Come on, they make literal decisions based off of this. I'm dead ass.
I've heard this shit, dog.
Yeah, how healthy you are, all type of shit.
Yeah.
So, but we're not talking about taste right here. We could say taste as in what is a woman's type. But if you're not a woman's type, you're just not a woman's type. So we're not even gonna go there. Just be confident in who you are in the lane you going down. Don't waste time trying to get in somebody else's lane to be their type, because then you faking. You feel me? Attract who like you. So when we say taste, we're going to replace that with resources, as in what you can do for them or the appearance of what you can do for them and the willingness to do it. You get what I'm saying? It's one
Mm,
thing for them to know you have that you have resources. Then the next step is like you share resources or you spend freely. That's a little more flashy, pretentious type people. I saw this study. We had this man step out of like an older model 98 Camry, and this study was done in like 2015. So he was in an older model car in one study, and then on the other side, he was stepping out of a luxury
mm.
car, dressed the same, looked the same, and he was rated consistently
So a
two
lot of stuff.
higher.
The young dudes doing a lot of those like pranks or whatever on you. I guess gold digger pranks. You
Mm.
call it like that. They're doing that on YouTube and exposing that shit. You feel me? Like that,
Oh,
man. Have you got the stuff like money, not necessarily money, but the car, the jewelry. You know what I'm saying? You might be wearing Gucci. Louis, that'll attract them to you instantly, and you could be a goofball. You feel
Right,
me?
right. And that's crazy to think. Like a luxury car improved the man's appearance. His core. They asked him how does he look, but they saw him stepping out of the car, and it improved his appearance by 2 points on the scale of 1 to 10. He went from like a 6 to an 8 from
Man,
a regular car to a luxury car, and that's
that
crazy.
that's what it goes back to what I'm saying. We are. I feel like we. When I say physical, when we was talking about physical, like
Mm,
us as men, we actually looking at the woman. I mean, they also checking the man as well, but we really detailing the woman. Whereas, man, dude, I done seen some bust down niggas, dog. But they got the jewelry, the car, the fashion, and nigga, they got women around them.
right. So it's hope for you if you're an ugly ass nigga.
Just
Hey,
balling, man.
I ain't gonna lie. The Flash is one area that I usually lack. I'm getting a little more into, my fashion and all of that stuff, but that's the one area that I was always kind of like dull in, like the Flash.
Man, that was my thing, like with me, because I was a little way more heavier set when I was younger. So I just looked into like fashion, like
Right.
dressing. That's something I was kind of known for a little bit. Like, I was put together nice, wearing my little polo. What we used to wear back then, the Tommy
Hmm.
polo.
Lacrosse, all of that shit.
Yeah,
Lacrosse.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wear
Yeah.
stuff like that to enhance my look a little bit. You feel me? Fat boy who could dress. Shit.
Yeah. You were definitely known for the fashion. Shout out to Matt and O2, man.
Yeah, definitely.
This video dedicated to y'all, man. This is where we getting a lot of this shit from. Y'all been on it since we was jits.
That
But
part.
the good thing about this information is that it falls into self improvement, bettering your appearance, your health, and your fitness. If you better in your interaction with people, if you better in your hygiene, it all ties into self improvement. So don't do this just to get some ass. Do this for yourself.
Yeah.
You enhance your overall confidence because no matter how good you look, how good you smell, how good you sound, no man can get every woman. And that's just the way it goes. Like,
Yeah.
you're gonna be too pretty for some women, you're gonna be too muscular for some women, you're gonna have too much game for some women, too handsome, too well spoken for some women. I've heard this. I heard a woman say, I can't talk to him because he's too fine. I ain't gonna be confident. I think he's gonna talk to women because he's gonna get too much. You know what I'm saying? So you can always be too
I
something.
mean, and that's vice versa too. How many times we hear niggas say, "Man, I ain't even gonna try to talk to her. She way out of my league," and it's like you don't really know. You know what I'm saying? She actually might be interested in someone like you, cause she ain't trying to look for this godly looking ass nigga. You feel me?
Mm,
You never know what a person might be into. That's attraction as well. Everybody's attracted to different things, regardless on how they look.
mm,
Just
right.
because they might be drop dead gorgeous in society, as they might like average looking people.
Or they might really be into a different part of the person. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
oh,
They might
yeah,
be into
exactly.
intelligence. They might really be into character. Like
Yeah,
everybody attracted to the same thing.
yeah, exactly.
While you stepping out and you feel a little rejection sometime of this and that, don't take it too personal. Like I said, I usually blame it on external reasons off rip. Whatever she got going on, that's her loss. But
Yeah.
just many reasons, and a woman can be going through something, you cannot be her type, but don't get mad at her, don't feel down on yourself. Just keep it moving and find you a purpose. Because when you find a purpose, then women are more attracted to you. When you have drive and you passionate about something and your time is limited because you focused on other shit, then you get to pick. But it takes time and years, so get it how you live in the moment. But no, if you stick to the steps, you working towards something for sure. Like I done went through the process myself. I would not lie to you. Keep working on yourself, and you got more options. People always want somebody to like them for who they are, but the truth is, more people like you for the better versions of yourself. The better the versions of yourself, the more people gonna like you or act like they like you. The more people you're gonna draw in, and that's just a fact.
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's the truth.
Right, right. Work on yourself. Don't chase nobody that don't want you. Because think about that. You chasing somebody who's fine with never experiencing your existence again. Think about that.
Oh
You
shit.
setting yourself up for use and abuse.
That definitely goes into staying in your lane, man. Don't go out of your means. Don't go beyond your means, man. You feel me? Because it might not be worth it. You might not be happy. You know what I'm saying? Down the road, yo. You think, oh, I got this beautiful chick, da 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 da, but it's like does she even fucking love you, bitch? You just
Right.
got a trophy, dog. You feel me? You want somebody who actually cares about you. You know what I'm saying? So
Man, give me a loyal 7 with character and that can listen and respect me over a dime that I just gotta.
I gotta make sure she look good, got the bag, all this and
And she
that.
really cook. She don't do shit like. I'm telling you, like that's the stage I've been at. But at the end of the day, it's all about getting comfortable in your own skin because no one is perfect. Everyone lacks in an area or
Yeah.
two. But the more tools you have, the more options you have. Point blank, man. So y'all do it for yourself. Don't do it for a piece of ass. Appreciate your move as always, bro. You brought that thunder today. We out here, holistic health and fitness, the knowledge trap, brothers.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Like, comment, and subscribe if you're fucking with us, man. Y'all have a good one.
Peace.
Later, homie.